Hi guys, it's Trademark. Today I am making this video to celebrate the 16-year anniversary of Sparta Remixes being in existence. And it's about time I go over what has been changing. Ever since February 19th of 2007, just a year and a half before I was even born, the Sparta Remix meme came into existence. It's a classic meme that almost everyone on the internet knows, and a lot of people who've only watched a few back in the day think the meme is dead, and not a lot know that the phenomenon is still going on. For all this time, S-Stars kept growing in style, from minor remixes being introduced in 2014, to epic visuals starting to emerge in 2019, to a lot of remixers getting the hang of things really well in 2022. Nowadays, people are growing up and dealing with personal life, causing them to quit and not think of anything big to do anymore, and that's absolutely okay. I would just like to explain that everything behind what the community is all about and how this can all be fixed. Being a person who's been making these for 6 years and has joined the community for 4, I know everything this community is about and how we can all change it. It's mainly about making friends online and having them give suggestions to help you create better sounding music, in this case, remixes. For those that don't know what a Sparta Remix is, it's a kind of remix where someone takes clips of almost anything they can think of and turn it into this musical remix. For several years, this has been a hobby of mine that I enjoy doing, and ever since I first came across it when I was around 7 to 8 years old. And I am now 14 and things have never changed with me, but my main focus is how it's changing for other people. A lot of really good pro remixers are starting to quit, mainly because they're in high school and college now. Obviously you're kind of required to focus on that, so it's best to just move away from the distractions and only go through them when you have some free time off. A majority of the community are also people under the age of 13 who are obsessed with logo editing, and they try to be unique, but they don't know how to exactly be good. They just try to be like other remixers. However, this isn't what I try to do. When I started remixing back in 2017, I only took inspiration from others, and didn't try to exactly copy anyone. I wanted my own unique style, a style sounding different from others. At first my style wasn't great, but in later years it became better. I've also been making new friends that really enjoy my content, some of which might be watching this video right now. From everything I've seen and heard, I also use my skills to try to change my style the best ways possible to amaze everyone. I think these are the correct steps to take if you're a newcomer to the community, and I feel like everyone new joining isn't taking them correctly. Another unique thing about me is that I also try to use sources that not that many people have used before. If you take a look at my remixes and collab parts, not that you're required to or anything, you'll see exactly what I mean. A lot of remixers are just using overused sources at this point. That's another factor that can make this thing not fun for some anymore. Ask others to give you source suggestions, and they might give you some really underrated / underused sources as examples. I also actually create my own layout for my remixes a lot of the time, and that's another thing not a lot of people do. They just use the regular original basis layout. Remixers like me and other pro remixers create their own layouts to be more unique, and I also feel like more people should do that often. And you need to ask your friends you meet for help, because you're not gonna, I'm sorry. Anyways, away from the voice mess up, another major thing that is being caused in this community is the drama. I don't really want to dive too deep into this since it's a very dark path, but there are a lot of people in this community that have done some extremely illegal stuff. I've even done it myself before, but I did it for a different reason. I didn't know what I was gonna do was illegal. I've never even done what I did before in my entire life. I'm not even joking. Since I'm autistic and curious about how the world is, I just wanted to see if I could try this to see if it would make people happy. And it turns out that it did not! After everyone reacted, I took a huge hiatus for a few months and I learned from my mistake. Do not ever try that again. And I didn't! This made me learn something. And all those people doing that, I think, should just do the same thing I did to prevent this drama. This stuff is not funny. It should never be taken as a joke at all. It's very serious! Lastly, I'd like to cover how a lot of the people are regularly acting in this community. I bet you a lot of pro remixers watching this will be screaming babies in the comments, but I know you guys all know better than that. You guys are just trying to humiliate people, and that's not what this community is about. Even if the person is a logo editor who doesn't have good grammar and takes things way too seriously, this shouldn't be how you act. I feel like everyone should nicely take a step to kindly interact with everyone, instead of doing the things like copying comments or spamming random emojis. May be funny, but that's okay. If that what satisfies you, it's 100% okay. You should just not do it with the people you don't know very well. and only do it with close friends you have in the community. That way you don't put others in bad moves you previously put them in. Overall, I am shocked that this sensation has been going on for so long. It's been going for as long as the Pokemon Go kid has been alive for. I hope everything I said inspires new remixers or remixers who are not the best style to feel everything going wrong with the SR community and how it can be changed to become a better place than it already is. This wasn't what this community was made for, and a lot of people in it are not doing what should be done in it correctly. Happy 16 years of SR.